to see if this Periscope thing works. If I'm able to upload it on YouTube or not. I have to see if it works or not. So this acting silly on me. See if it works or not. Let's see. Anyways, because I had been, well, I thought I was recording, and it wasn't recording. So I'm like, man, at hits. Anyways, let me get Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn unto the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So this is another reason why we out here, all right? Telling our people to repent, telling our people to come back to their power, all right? And don't take this for granted, all right? Because Lord is a mighty man and fear his power, all right? You can come across a man of the Lord out there preaching, and because you didn't take heed to it, you know, that first day, it'll take you out the next, all right? Because the Lord is a man to fear. Anyways, let me go to Revelation 11 and 11. All right. It's Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right, this is us, the Israelites, starting with the apostles and elders on down. Our brothers that's out there that's preaching this word, you know, we standing up. Our people that's waking up to this truth. All right, starting to follow the law, statutes, commandments, coming back to their power. They stop eating that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. All right, they doing the things that please the Lord. All right, this is that great army that's rising up. All right, with you being a great army, all right, the Lord is gonna fight for your battles. We don't come out here picking fights. We don't come out here try to hurt nobody. With the scriptures, as you can say, we just cut them with the scriptures. All right, my words is fire. Let me see. Side note, let me get that real quick in Jeremiah. What was it? Jeremiah 5. Yeah, let me get Jeremiah 5 and 14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord thy God of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words into words in thy mouth, fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. So this word cuts, man. All right, cuts the heathens, cuts yourself sometimes. All right. Sometimes when you're watching the brother's video and he's preaching, he's going in with the precepts, and you start to realize, oh man, I need to do better on this area. I need to do better on that. You know, that's what the word is for. Help correct you. All right, you correct the wise man, he's gonna love you. You correct the fool, he's gonna hate you. All right. So that's how you can tell who's wise and who's dumb. All right, like I said, you correct the wise man, he's gonna love you. Correct the fool, he don't want nothing to do with you. He's gonna hate you. All right. Matter of fact, let me get Amos. Oh man, Amos 5 and 10. Let me see. Salakia, bear with me. Oh, God, Zachariah. 10. All right. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhorred him that speaketh uprightly. All right. So the fools of our nations, all right, they're going to hate us. All right. For speaking uprightly. I rebuke you, telling you to turn to the Lord, or he's going to destroy you. If you don't listen, all right, they hate him. All right. Like I said, the wise man is going to take heed. He's going to be like, damn, I was in such a dead state. You know, that's how I was, man. I thought I knew the Bible, and then I got cut. You know, my pride got cut. And I started learning, listening to learning, taking notes, reading for myself. You know, the word says study, show that self-approval. All right? You started listening. You know, the word cuts you in a good way before the rest of the people is going to cut them in a bad way. Like we read in Revelation 1 and 7, all the nations are going to, you know, wail and mourn because of him. Well, the elect is not going to wail and mourn. The elect is going to be happy. But everybody else that didn't want to take heed of the nation of Israel, they're going to wail and mourn. And all these other nations, you know, well, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, all we can do is just preach and say that, you know, the Lord's coming back. And if you over here in Babylon the Great, it's going to be destroyed. And anybody else that's a heathen, that's left alive, all right, it's just going straight into captivity. They're going to build up our walls, build up Israel back up, build up our kingdom. That's the end of that. You know, whether you like it or not. All right. I said this for the all right, for our people scattered abroad, you know, speckled birds. Some of our people is going to look like the other nations. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know, the elect got to wake up. We seen the elect wake up, and that's why you're seeing all these prophecies pop up like popcorn, man. Anyways, let's go to, I keep on trying to read Revelation 11:11, and I get sidetracked. So let's get it. Anyways, Revelation 11. See, we already read 11:11. Let's read 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended into heaven in a cloud. What's that cloud? The chariot. All right. And the enemies beheld them. All right. So Lord willing, like I said, Lord willing, you have the elect, you'll be able to get caught up in the chariots. All right. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake. What was that earthquake? That was that nuclear missile. All right. The nuclear missiles that's coming down from all these other nations. That's going to hit Babylon the Great and other parts of the world, like Israel and all these other little nations, you know, islands or whatever. They're going to be hit. All right. And the earth is going to be rocking to and fro like a drunkard. All right. And at the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and the earthquake were slain 7,000, and the remnant were frightened. All right. You know, even though, you know, the elect was caught up in them chariots, you know, the power of the Lord that he showed, you know, it would still scare you in that moment. All right. I mean, just imagine, man, you get caught up in them chariots at the last moment, at that last trump. All right. Say like an enemy's around you trying to come and kill you, and then boom, like that, you're in your chariots, and then you looking down from the chariots. You're like, oh my God. And then you seeing the nuclear missiles come down and destroy Babylon the Great, and everyone that was against you and trying to kill you and fight you. I mean, that's a man. That's why this is going to be the new Passover, man. That's why it's going to be the new Passover, because that's how great it is. All right, and thousand. Let me see. And 1,000 of remnant were affrighted and gave glory to God of heaven. All right. Best believe they're going to be giving glory to their Lord, man. Best believe. All right. I said that's what we're looking forward to. All right. See, let me get Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It's Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. All right, this is the enemies of Israel. All right, our people are all right, our own people that hate us, that don't want to take heed to this word. All right, and all these other nations, all right, that hate us for preaching His word, because all we doing is just preaching His word, and we telling our people to endure to the end, and they ain't gonna be saved. Well, this is the reward of him that endures to the end. And this is the reward of him that didn't want to take heed to the word. And also this is the reward of him to the heathen. All right. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed. All right, check this. Shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. All right, because it's gonna be crazy, man. Here you are seeing people get caught up in the chariots. You know, it's y'all think about it, man. It's gonna be a strange sight. All right, to see that. All right, that's the strangeness of your salvation. It's gonna be a strange sight, but that's gonna be our salvation, man. All right, so far beyond that they look for, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, "This is he." All right, this is that brother out there that was on the street corner preaching. This is he. All right, that's how they're gonna be. They was like, man, this is he. This is that man, or you know, you brothers or sisters that's out there keeping the commandments. They're gonna be like, hey, this is he. But it's all good, man, because you know everybody else is gonna learn the hard way, man. All right, because you had a dude up here that said false prophet. It is what it is, man. All right, because you're gonna be one of those people that's gonna learn the hard way that what we saying is coming true. What we saying is gonna come to pass. All right, all right. You're gonna be one of these people. Let me see. Let's get back to it. Wisdom of Solomon 5:3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he whom we have sometimes in derision and a proverb and a reproach. We fools accounted his life, all right, check it. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor, all right? Because that's what they saying, man. You out here preaching this word, are you mad? You out there by yourself or just out? That's what they saying, man. You a crazy fool. But like I said, man, these people out here, they're gonna learn the hard way, all right? Because they think our end is gonna be without honor. All right, no, Yahweh Shem outside has our back, man. All right. How is he numbered among the children of God, and how his How is his lot among the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. All right, so that's pretty much what's going to happen, man. Like I keep saying, man, a lot of these people is going to learn the hard way that what we saying out here on these street corners, all right, is going to come to pass. And, you know, what we read in Revelation 11:11, what I was reading is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 through 6. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 through 6. In the Apocrypha. All right. But anyways, let me go back to Amos 5 and 10. Let's go back to Amos. Slacky, bear with me. This is Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. They have poured him that speaketh uprightly. All right? They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. That's all we doing, man, is just preaching his word. All right? But they hate us for it. We just telling our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our people scattered abroad, all right? They even look like the heathens, all right? That look like the other nations. All right, they the speckled bird, but the Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of power. All right, we are the Israelites, and for them to turn back to their power, all right, Yahweh being the Father, Yahweh Shah being the Son, all right, just to turn back. That's all we tell y'all. And that way, you know, when Babylon the Great, which is America, gets destroyed. See, I can't say. When Babylon the Great, which is America, which is going to be destroyed, all right, that you be of the elect and get the heck up out of here, all right? Because these people seem to think that this place is going to last forever, and it's not. Let's get us Psalms. Let's get Psalms 49 and 11, I believe. Like I said, these people think that this place is going to last forever. All right, this Psalms 49 and 11. The everyone thought is that their houses shall continue forever. All right, Babylon the Great, which is America, man, this place ain't going to last forever. All right? And their dwelling places to all generations. Once again, with these precepts, we understand that this place ain't going to last forever. They call their lands after their own names. Who done that? That's Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right? Like I said, this place ain't going to last forever, man, whether you believe it or not. Because we can get Romans 3 and 3. This is Romans 3 and 3. What if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, though thou mightest be justified, O come when thou art judged. All right. So let God be true and every man a liar. All right. So what we saying is coming out of these scriptures, and it's the true understanding of this book. It's the true understanding of these scriptures, the true understanding of this Bible, man. All right. I said, whether you believe it or not, it's going to come to pass. All right. See, I don't know how long I've been recording. Let's see. 45. I think I can go on a little bit longer. It's all good. Let me see. Matthew 3:10. brought that out in a while in Matthew 3:10. Like I said, this is only for the elect and everybody else that want to hear and listen, man. It's only for the elect. Everybody else is blinded. Everybody else is going to count your life as madness. But Lord willing, we endure to the end and be able to see the destruction of our enemies. All right? This is Matthew 13:10. And his disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? Unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So, this all praise to Yahweh Bashim outside. If he chose you to understand this Bible, to get the sincere milk, to get the meat of the scripture. But like I said, like it says in the word, to everybody else, all right, it's not given unto them. All right, everybody else is going to learn the hard way. Everybody else is going to see that, what you said and what you've been saying out here on the streets, it's going to come to pass. They're going to see it, it's all going to come to them in the hard way, man. Like we telling you, man, there's a lot of death and destruction is going to come into this world. We telling y'all ahead of time. That's why this coronavirus is spreading, all right? That's why it's spreading, man. And that's why all the plagues and pestilence is going to continue to spread, all right? Let me see. We can get Isaiah, was it 6? It's right here. No, it's Isaiah. Let me see. Isaiah 6. Let me just go to it. Oh, man. It's like I said, a lot of people, man, out here, they just going to learn the hard way. What we saying is true. All right? What we saying is true. And it's all coming out of the scripture. All right? Let's see, get to that. Let's start at Isaiah 69. All right? And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see indeed, but perceive not. Because the Lord ultimately blinded these people, all right, from hearing and seeing, all right, because if they heard and see, all right, they was going to be healed. But that's the judgment of the Lord. That's why you got to fear the Lord, all right, because he can blind you for understanding and perceiving not this message, all right. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. All right. That's why the 2/3 of our people ain't going to hear. That's why they ain't going to take heed to his word. And ultimately, that's also why, the other heathens, all right, they can't understand this word too. It's not given unto them to understand. So that's another reason why they call you crazy out here. All right. Verse 11. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitants, and the house without man, and the land be utterly desolate. So the Lord is telling you, at the end of the day, man, these people's going to learn the hard way, all right? They're going to see what you've been saying out here on the street corners, all right, preaching this word, with these sit-downs. That's how they're going to learn the hard way, man, until this place is utterly wasted and destroyed, man. All right? You can also read Psalms 69, where King David also prayed for the 2/3 not to get this word. And the Lord answered his prayer. All right. So blessed is your eyes that you're able to see and understand these precepts and understand what's coming to pass. All right. Because everybody else is just going to learn the hard way. All right. Let's get Matthew 24. This is Matthew 24. Let's start at verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. So that's what we're seeing, man. You know, earlier in this year, you know, America was fighting with Iran. All right, killed one of their top generals, Soleimani. I believe that's how you say it. You know, that's a wars, rumors of wars. All right, we got trade wars going on. All right, we're seeing pestilence and plagues come past. You know, other parts of the world being hit by many earthquakes. China and across the whole earth is getting hit by the coronavirus, and I gotta watch the video. All right, when I get the chance. I believe they said the coronavirus is spreading and it's evolving. So, you know, it's just going to get bad out here. For you people that's out here that don't want to listen, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all just going to learn the hard way like we read in these past scriptures. All right? Let me see where it's at. And all these are the beginnings of sorrow. So this is just the beginning, man. It's going to get hella worse out here, man. It's just the beginnings of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right, so that's what's coming next. That's what's happening now. All right, us being hated throughout the whole world, through all nations, for Yahweh Shem Yahshai's name's sake. And some of the brothers is going to die for this. But, you know, death, you know, is, you know, you're sleeping. You're going to be one of the first ones that's going to be risen up and get that spiritual power as well. All right. But for the ones that don't die in this, that do endure to the end, you know, some man is allotted to get that spiritual power, and that's how the Lord is going to take care of you, or whatever means, you know. Like I said, it's going to get crazy as hell. And everybody else, you know, like I said, they're going to learn the hard way, man. Let me see. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. They shall hate one another. Many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. It's happening now. You know, you got these false prophets in the pulpits around the world, you know, even through Israel. All right? Because iniquity shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. So you got to endure to the end. Like I said, it's going to get crazy as hell out here. You read 2 Ezra 15, 2 Ezra 16. Actually, I'm going to go to 2 Ezra 16. I think it's 7-3. Yeah, it's 2 Ezra 16 and 7-3. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. That's why the Lord said you got to endure to the end. All right. But through all this craziness that's going to come upon the whole world, all right, what we telling you in Matthew 24 and other various chapters, all right, his elect is going to be known in them days, all right, because his elect is going to get that spiritual power, all right, and this word that we preaching is going to be a witness upon the whole earth as well, all right. Let me go back to Matthew 24. The gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all the nations, and then shall the end come. So what is that gospel, man? That's the gospel teaching our people that we the Israelites. All right? Because, Christianity was been around for 600, maybe plus years. All right, that's gone across the whole world, and the end hasn't come. So, this gospel is going across the whole world, and now the end is coming. Now we're seeing the plagues and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places, come up. All right? Let me see. Let me get Revelation 3:10. It's Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. What's the hour of temptation? That's when they get them chipping centers, when the mark of the beast gets implemented. All right, that's that RFID microchip. That's something that you ain't supposed to take. You take it, that's it. You done for, man. All right. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the earth. Come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.